Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video, and welcome back to another brand new What If Goku went Super Saiyan 4 accidentally in Dragon Ball. Now, I know this is probably my craziest and most unlikely what if ever done, but I've actually got like dozens of people that have suggested this to me, whether that be in like Discord DMs and Twitter DMs and YouTube comments. And you know what? Sometimes I like a crazy what if, and so I decided to do it. So it's gonna be what if Goku went Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball. And what if you just think about it, it actually is a bit more possible than you might think. Whether that be, it's unlikely. It's basically impossible, but it's not 100% impossible. And the thing is, with the power of a what if, you can do whatever the hell you want. So that's what I'm gonna do here. And a lot of people have asked for this, so I'm going to do it. So basically, in this what if, in this scenario, Goku, when he goes Ozaru against Jackie Chun, this makes him strong enough to have enough battle power to go Super Saiyan. So he kills Golden Ozaru on top of his Ozaru, and then he tames it, he masters it, tames himself, and becomes a Super Saiyan 4. And according to the lore of this form, Goku in Super Saiyan 4 would be an adult just like in GT. So Goku would now be an adult, he'd be a Super Saiyan 4, and he would have immense powers. So if you think about it in Dragon Ball, I can't remember Goku's exact power level during this tournament, because I think Roshi was a 180, I believe. So Goku would have to be somewhat relative to that, so he'd be like, what, in the hundreds? Or not in the 100s, but below 180, but probably above 100. And Super Saiyan 4 is like at least 100 times stronger than Super Saiyan 3. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Goku would just get at least 40,000 times stronger and faster and more durable. And I just can't. It's crazy. This is a crazy what if, but sometimes you gotta do it just for fun. And I want to do a crazy what if, and I got enough people asking me to do it, so I'm going to do it. So if Goku goes Super Saiyan 4, everybody's gonna be like, what the hell? Like, this dude just turned into a giant ape, then into a blonde-haired giant ape, and now he is a regular-sized man when he was a kid before, with red fur over his body, and he just looks completely different. Everybody's gonna be like, what the hell? And Jackie Chun, which is Roshi, he's not gonna have a shot in hell against Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They were already somewhat close in actual power when they were doing their regular fight. So a Super Saiyan 4 Goku would be able to easily defeat Jackie Chun. Easily. So Goku's gonna win the entire tournament. His first tournament he participates in, the Tenkaichi Budokai, I think it was like the 22nd, 21st. Yeah, he'd win. And now, when you think about this, if Goku can essentially use Super Saiyan 4 from here on out, Goku wouldn't even know about Super Saiyan. He wouldn't even realize it. He would just think that this is his transformation, that, you know, he would be explained to that when he turns into a giant ape, you know, when he looks at the moon, he turns into a giant ape, and he would probably just think that he just tamed his inner beast, and when he does that, he goes into this form, which I don't know what they would call it in this scenario, in this context, because there's no Super Saiyan, so it wouldn't be called Super Saiyan 4. So we wouldn't know what it'd be called in this context, but I'm just going to call it Super Saiyan 4 still. And if you just think about it, Goku, his power level is 100, and then you give him the Super Saiyan 4 multiplier of the low ball of 40,000. That would make him a power level of 4 million. He's gonna be ridiculously overpowered. He's gonna just defeat King Piccolo, he's gonna defeat Tien, he's gonna easily defeat even Piccolo Jr., the Piccolo that we came to know and love now. Like, that, there's not going to be any tension throughout this entire, like, the beginning of Dragon Ball, because nothing is going to challenge Goku. He is going to just be extremely powerful. He's going to be, just like in the Broly what if I did, unstoppable. Nobody can stop him. So Goku's base power, I don't know if it would still improve as much. I mean, it might, but him having this power of Super Saiyan 4 could probably increase the power of the people around him. Because, I mean, if he does train with Krillin or whatnot, if he trained with Krillin and Goku with a Super Saiyan 4, that would increase Krillin's power a lot. But anyways, if we get to Dragon Ball, and we just say that Goku's base power from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball Z carries over, this would make Goku a power level of 416. Now, his power level, of course, just like the actual Dragon Ball Z, is going to be nothing to Raditz when it comes along. So Raditz is going to show up on Earth. Same thing's going to happen like normal. It's going to think Goku's weak. Piccolo's going to think that Raditz is super strong. And Goku is just gonna be able to not really be worried, because just Raditz gonna try and kidnap Gohan, and Goku's just gonna transform into a Super Saiyan 4, which is gonna freak the shit out of Raditz. Raditz would probably just be like, oh, this is probably a Super Saiyan, like, what the hell, my brother's a Super Saiyan. Goku could probably break the scouter of Raditz, and then that information would probably be relayed over to Vegeta and Nappa, which they would actually probably see that Goku's power level was in the millions, and they're like, oh, well, this guy might be stronger than Frieza. But anyways, Raditz would be absolutely decimated. He would be one-shot defeated, and this is where I try to, wonder, how is this going to really change things? Because Goku is probably not going to kill Raditz, because he could effortlessly toy with Raditz. The reason why Goku was even okay with killing Raditz is because it was the only way. He had to get him in a headlock or in a Nelson and hold him for Vegeta to defeat him. Because if not, he was going to kidnap Gohan, kill everybody on the planet, and use Gohan as a weapon to do this to other planets. So that was Goku's basically only choice. It was to kill Raditz. And if Raditz sees that his brother is this strong now, that he's potentially a Super Saiyan, and if not, he's done something crazy where he has a evolved version of Ozaru, and he is extremely powerful, probably even stronger than Frieza, then who knows, maybe just like Vegeta, he would turn good. If Vegeta, the Prince of the Saiyans, can become good in just a matter of a few years, then I believe that Raditz could as well, especially if he found a woman and then had a kid. Vegeta literally went from this evil guy who would kill civilizations like nothing, then he spends 4 years on Earth, and a good portion of those years with Bulma, and then having a kid, and he's pretty much a good guy. Even in the Android or Cell Saga, where it's not really, he's still kind of an anti-hero, I still say he's pretty much a good guy at that point. He just holds it in. And I think the same thing could definitely happen to Raditz, especially since Goku would be far stronger than him, which would humble Raditz. And if Raditz is on Earth, a naturally peaceful place, it would affect his S cells. If he was around good people, it would affect his S cells even more. And then, of course, if he found a woman and had a half Saiyan, half human child, it would increase his S cells drastically, which would then, Raditz would become basically the second strongest Z fighter. He would become a very powerful one because he'd probably train with Goku a lot. Goku might help him attain the Super Saiyan 4 form. And the thing is here is that Vegeta and Nappa, I don't think they would actually come for Goku and Raditz. They would assume that Raditz got defeated because the scouter was broken with that power. They knew that Raditz was fodder, so they would assume that Goku had killed Raditz probably. And at that point, they would not have heard about the Dragon Balls being on Earth because Goku wasn't dead for Piccolo to even mention the Dragon Balls. And I just don't see Vegeta going there, at least not for a while. Maybe he would go there to try and get Goku's help at some point in the future if they wanted to kill Frieza. But with this whole scenario, from at least at this point, is that instead of Goku dying, he survives, and that means Goku doesn't go to King Kai's planet and train with him in 10 times gravity and gain the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, which the Kaioken would be kind of useless at that point, unless if you could stack it on top of Super Saiyan 4, which, I kind of thought could have been possible, but they never did it in GT. Just like, Blue can do it, but Super Saiyan 4 is probably even a better form to do it on top of, but no matter. The Spirit Bomb would be useful. Increasing Goku's base power with 10 times gravity would have been useful, but that wouldn't happen because Goku would not die from Raditz. So in this what if, I could easily see Goku and Raditz just living about a peaceful life for the most part. They would get extremely powerful training together. The Z Fighters get extremely powerful training together. And, what might happen is the Android Saga, that would take place before the actual Namek Saga, or even in the ending of the Saiyan Saga with Vegeta and Nappa, because if Vegeta and Nappa don't show up, then years is going to go by, and then it's going to be the androids coming. And if Goku has access to a Super Saiyan 4 form, he's probably going to defeat the androids pretty easily. Especially if he's continuously training with Raditz, a fellow Saiyan, and he gets Super Saiyan 4 as well. It's not going to go well for the androids. And if Frieza shows up later and doesn't do his training, his hacks training like in Super, where he trains for 4 months and gets billions of times stronger, then Frieza's fodder. Probably at that point, base Goku could one-shot Frieza, if depending on what time he shows up on Earth in this scenario. There's just too many hypotheticals, too many you know, things where we can't really gauge or guess what would happen. But this is really the what if, the end of the what if, and that is basically that Goku and Raditz would be defenders of Earth. We don't know when villains would come, and if they did, they'd be destroyed pretty easily. And then again, if Beerus does show up, then we could potentially get a Super Saiyan 4 God. That would be crazy. But anyways, guys, crazy what if here. Decided to do it just because I was bored and I didn't want to do any of the other what ifs that I have written down. But I also want to mention to you guys that unfortunately for a lot of you guys, but fortunately for me, I am going to discontinue doing what ifs for a little while. Now, I'm not doing it for a long time. I'd say I might stop doing what ifs for the next month or so. So if you guys don't know, my channel is built upon what ifs. My very first video is a what if, and that's my very first video is what blew up and gave me this channel enough so I could do it as a full-time job. I don't know if you know this, my first video has 850,000 views, which is insane. That's probably like, you know, most people's first video doesn't get a lot of views. Mine did for some reason. And for most of my channel, I would do 2 what if videos every week. And even there was a point in time where when I graduated college this fall and I got more time on my hands because I wasn't doing college, I moved over doing 3 what ifs a week. I tried that for a few weeks, but that was just too much. And then I've done like 3 what if weeks where I just did what ifs for the entire week. And, you know, a few months ago I decided, you know, I'm just gonna do 1 what if a week. I'm getting too tired and drained from doing these what ifs. They take a lot of time and effort to like craft the story together. And, you know, the last few months of doing 1 what if a week was great. And now I usually do plan to do 4 videos a week. I think that's my good number, is 4 videos every week. And I'm always like, oh, I get 3 videos, then 1 what if. And, you know, I have a lot of good video ideas. I don't want to limit myself to just 3 per week or whatever, instead of doing 4 when I could do 4, but a what if is in the way right now. And so this is a good time for me just to stop doing what ifs, so I can take a break, recharge, because I've also noticed the drop in quality of my what ifs. When I did my what ifs in the past, I would be a lot more narrative-wise. I would give the characters, you know, dialogue instead of just talking about it analytically. I would include sound effects when people turn Super Saiyan and stuff like that. My old what ifs, I put more effort into, and narratively especially. But the thing is my what ifs now, I don't care as much. So if I take a little bit of time off from doing what ifs, then it'll make my what ifs better in the future when I do decide to pick it back up and start doing 1 what if a week again. So it's going to be probably at least a month. Let's say for some reason I get some huge inspiration and a huge idea and do make one. But sorry guys, for all the people who are here just for what ifs, but you're gonna have to bear with me for a month. If you want to unsubscribe, I understand, but it's just gonna be about a month, and I will be doing what ifs again. And maybe I will just stick, instead of 1 per week, I'll do like 2 per month, so 1 every other week, and I'll just put more effort into the actual what if. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this video, and then please do comment down below. Please do leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications for my channel, join my Discord, and follow me on Twitter. Hope you guys all have an amazing day. Peace out.